welcome back to Streets of Rage 3 with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So, we are wasting the time fighting these punks, though one of them was the boss of the last game, or I guess one of the main bosses, other than Mr. X himself, of course. But anyway, that being said, on to stage 2, which doesn't take place on a bridge for once. It takes place inside the clubs or whatnot in the nightlife. So yeah, very interesting one. One thing that does return from Streets of Rage 2, which was also in the first stage in Streets of Rage 3, are of course the bikers. Yeah, and they of course charge at you with their motorbikes. The other downside is that they will also, if knocked off their bikes, will have their bikes explode into pieces. Although not that one, seemingly. Yeah, that one actually just skidded off the road, which, to be honest, is much more realistic in real life. In addition, they can now do wheelies! Yeah, apparently the bikers can now do wheelies in this game. Who knew? Well, they don't explode. Yeah, but never mind. I think that's called Scarabees, eh? He don't look much like a beetle, but he is annoying. And ice. Seriously, we're gonna have vanilla ice references now? Are you gonna go, go white boy, go? Yes, those are literal, vanilla ice lyrics. I am not joking, seriously. Don't knock me off, you thing, seriously. Let's say, at least okay, I was wrong about the bikes, they actually skid at you, which I mentioned that. I do like the look of this stage. Again, one thing I will give Streets of Rage 3, I may not like the music as much as the last two games, but absolutely the graphics are awesome. Seriously. One thing I will always give the Sega Mega Drive is how absolutely gorgeous of a 16-bit console it is, and Streets of Rage 3 definitely shows it. Especially for a game that, as I say, would cost over £100 on eBay. Seriously. By the way, there's another thing. Unless you're like a die-hard collector, I'm just playing this on my PS4 here. Here's on the Mega Drive collection for that, which, to be honest, is not bad. And now we've got a kangaroo. Yeah, and his name's literally Roo. And dare I say, this guy is tough as nails. He likes to, he's wearing boxing gloves and whatnot, seriously. I'm surprised they didn't, if this were a thing, I think Warner Brothers would sue them for being like Kangaroo Joe or whatnot. Or that, Hopper or whatever. That, no, Hoppy, the kangaroo that gets mistaken for a mouse by Sylvester. Seriously. The other guy that's accompanying him is a guy with a whip called Bruce. Yeah, seriously. How many Australian references are we gonna put into a video game? Does he have a girlfriend called Sheila? For crying out loud? Yeah, that's how many Australian stereotypes you're putting in here. Seriously. As for Roo himself, he has a really good spin kick attack. The other thing about Roo, he's actually unlockable in this game. Seriously. There was one other character that was unlockable by the name of Ash, but he's a gay stereotype. And back in the 90s, at least before, dare I say, 1997, 1998, gay stereotypes, well, gay people even, were somewhat taboo anyway. Seriously, which, yeah. That being said, yeah. What's weird is that in any remakes of this game, in Streets of Rage 4, Ash is no longer available anyway. He's still not unlockable anyway. Perhaps because of the gay stereotype. Fair enough. Let's say, so yeah. As for Roo, yeah, he's annoying. But, yeah. And just be wary if you are dealing with both of them. Bruce can come at you with his whip. So yeah, be careful of that. Which is weird, but yeah. Can't think of anything else to say, I'm afraid. If anything, kind of looks like a cross between Harley Quinn and the Joker, seriously. Not Rue, I mean Bruce. So yeah. Well, Rue's nearly run out of well, so that leaves Bruiser's jumping about like crazy. But yeah. But we're not done here. Oh no, because we will get a boss that, and as a mechanic, we have seen before in the last 2 games, and oh boy, yeah, these women look like they have hairstyles that were more from the 80s rather than the 90s. Seriously, are you sure Streets of Rage is not set in the 80s? Yeah, seriously, that's what the hairstyle remind me of. More 80s than 90s. Yeah. So there you go. So let's see. But we do get a nice scene of them us fighting on the dance floor. At least I will give them that. What can happen is that the strobe lights can actually make it very hard for you to fight the enemies in this area. Seriously, it does happen. Which, again, going back to the special effects, I absolutely love. Seriously. I'm yet to play. I'll be playing that one blind. I'm also playing this one blind, to be fair. Seriously, because this game is actually that tough. Streets of Rage 3 and everything. And no, I'm not sure if it's seizure-inducing, like with a certain Pokemon episode, but, you know the one. But yeah. Anyway, more guys here. Blaze is not Hadouken, can easily get rid of the guys as well. Again, with the OK meter, that really helps as well with specials. Again, I don't hate Streets of Rage 3. I do think it's a good game. It's not a great game compared to Streets of Rage 2 especially, but it is a good game. Very tough, but still a good game. So yeah. Honestly, it's still playable. Seriously. I will definitely give it. Wary of the other guys here, seriously. You can actually see the other people dancing in the background. Wonder what part of the club this is then. And another thing I did not go over with Streets of Rage 3 is that now items you carry have their own health bar. Seriously, that is a thing. So, when it runs out, you'll have to rely on your fists, I'm afraid. But, yeah. And yeah, I think enemies can break them still, just like with Streets of Rage 1 and 2. Don't you dare hit me in the back. Seriously, you carrying a knife, mate? That's dangerous. And there's a chicken. I don't know if carrying a chicken is bad unless we're about getting the meat juices all over people, I suppose. But that's a whole other subject to deal with. Okay, Kina. Don't even know. How many female characters are we going to get called Electra? Seriously, bad enough that the one is coming back to Deadpool and Wolverine, but probably a more famous Electra. Anyway, that being said, let's get to the next area. Next area, we will have to face a couple of another duo. And remember what I said about Streets of Rage 1 and 2 when we had to fight 2 women Well, this is pretty much similar to the boat stage. The difference is with these two fighters is that they now are able to shoot energy blasts by kneeling down and pretty much doing that. Honestly, yeah. And they're every bit as tough as the thing. Again, you like to backflip, just like with just like with Streets of Rage 1. Seriously. So this boss honestly took me 10 minutes. Seriously, and this isn't the only really tough boss. Apparently their names are Lisa and Mula. Okay. Oh, Mona, sorry. So Mona Lisa, yeah. Nice reference there. Mona Lisa. Yeah, I'm sure the ghost of Leonardo da Vinci won't sue you guys. Or girls, should I say? Oh yeah, they're even tougher than before. And even when they're not charged up with that green energy you saw earlier, they can still use that wave attack that really annoys me. Seriously, because as I say, the jumping mechanic in Streets of Rage, all 3 Mega Drive games, is really annoying. Granted, you can run more freely in Streets of Rage 3, which was only afforded to skate in Streets of Rage 2. Still a tough boss, though. Seriously. And of course they moonwalk. Of course they do. It's the 90s! Michael Jackson was still popular in 1994! Seriously. I think some of the tracks from the album Dangerous was still being released, and that came out like 3 years before well, this game came out, so yeah. But that being said, yeah, very annoying boss. And as I say, it took me 10 minutes. Again, I did indeed pick up the chicken there, which, yeah. And you know that one of the 2 twins there, I believe it was probably Lisa, was going to get on Mona's back. Yeah, that's another of their specials. They can jump, one of them will jump off the other one, get a boost, and kick you from above. Seriously, that is a very annoying move. Trying to break them up is all but impossible there, seriously. Although the one that's on the ground can actually, does let their guard down if they do that move. So that is a nice tip to know. One I did take advantage of, but yeah, as I say, and I am playing this on. I could have played this on easy mode. I would have only, as I say, as mentioned in the last episode, I would have been only to be able to get to stage 5. More on that when I do that, because yeah, honestly, they are very well synchronized. You know, they could have been dancers, but they had to end up working for Mr. X or whomever. So yeah. Another thing I will give, I like the background in the bar here, seriously. Even some fishies swimming in the background. I really like that. But since, as I said, this fight took me 10 minutes, I'll just skip to where I beat both their asses. Yeah, then we're back and I'm down to one of the twins now, making it much easier to hit them. Not completely, but certainly much easier. There we go. Mona goes down, and indeed, the stage is now clear. Which is weird. The same Vinci music still plays from Streets of Rage 1 and 2, which don't mind at all. Still one of my favourite Vinci themes in a 16-bit game. So yeah, come and inspect the building of our new mall. I think I'll pass unless it's has to do with fighting some bad guys in a shopping mall, which apparently the chief of police has been kidnapped. Wait, Axel? Oh yeah, he's not in this game, is he? We only have wait, no, Axel. Don't we have Axel in our party? I'm pretty sure we do. I just wanted to play with Blaze because I like her not Hadouken. You think? Yeah. And we'll get to the construction site in the next episode. Anyway, I'll see you then. Goodbye!